If you're going to be growing tomatoes, especially the indeterminate kind, chances are that you're going to need a trellis system or something that will hold up or prop up all those tomatoes. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys my trellis system for all of my indeterminate tomatoes, and it was actually really cheap because I just used the materials I had on hand. Let's go! What's going on, my plant peoples, my plant familia? I am the ADHD gardener, where I use gardening, houseplants, and humor as a form of mental health therapy. And look at my trellis system. It was really cheap, and I'm going to show you how I did it. So this is really possible on a budget because, frankly, I live on a budget. And sometimes when you're on a budget, you have to kind of make things work. And this is exactly what I did using materials that I had around my property. There's so many different trellis systems, that you can even come up with. Just use your imagination. It's basically anything that the plant can vine onto. Do you hear these chickens? Yo, my chickens are so loud. Me and my dad are always having wood laying around the property because we all know it, and especially now when it comes to lumber prices, we all know that shit is jacked up. Hey! Shut up! Come on, chicken! Damn! Why you gotta be so loud while I'm filming? These effing chickens, yo. Can someone shut these chickens up? They don't shut up. Me and my dad are always holding on to a bunch of materials because you never really know when you're gonna need it, especially if you live on a budget like I do.
You're gonna take the saw, you're gonna put this up on something, okay?
Yeah.
You're gonna notch out about maybe an inch.
In there.
Notch out so this can
Fit right into it, yes.
It'll be nice and sturdy, and then you can put a couple screws in it, okay?
Yes.
It's like a half lap joint, okay? Now, you do the same thing over there.
Okay.
After it's in there, you know what I mean? It'll be nice and strong. Keep the post straight while the cement dries.
Yeah.
You don't want to stand here and hold that, right? It's not gonna work. Put a screw here, then you find another one. We might be doing that, it looks like we might.
You want to be on video? You want to be on video, being that you're not giving me any personal space? Huh? As you see here, of course, Jose had to reinforce it with a 2x4 right in front of that cross beam, and also he had to put up some reinforcements right here because, as usual, we did not realize that the notch that was here had to be on the other side. So when you start pulling on the wire to connect them all together, these 2x4s actually start to bend, despite the fact that we actually put cement on there. So that is why the reinforcement was needed. Now, Jose did the same thing. Unfortunately, that notch should have been on the other side.
Now, if your measurements were right.
I don't know. They're a guesstimate.
Please, no.
I love you. Okay. Hey now. Oh, so you're using one for 2 rows?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they didn't have.
All right. Want me to pull that and walk?
Yeah. Open it.
Oh shit, this is what it looks like. Okay. Now I gotta open it.
Pull it.
that they're hyper. Normally, there's not two of us at this time back here. I tied up the tomatoes with just regular string. That seemed to have worked out just fine. But what I did notice is that you should not tie the string to the stem itself. That is a big no-no, because what happens is, as the tomato plant grows and the stem gets thicker, eventually the tomato stem will grow into the string. It can choke it out, and that's not a good look. Unfortunately, if you let your string go too far into the stem, chances are you're gonna have to break it off, and then, you know, the recovery time for that tomato plant, I don't know. It was so hard to take off that string that eventually it snapped. What I got here are tomato clips. Now these things are freaking awesome, so you don't have to tie the string onto your tomato stems. What it looks like is like this. They bend, of course, and they clip on. And then you would tie the clip, or, you know, pinch the clip closed onto your stem. You would put it right under a thick leaf like that so it can grab hold. Now, of course, if you're using this system and the wire with the weight of the tomatoes, chances are that you may have to be adjusting your tomato plant, or at least the clip of it, you know, so it can prevent it from sticking out really. Like this one, if I lift it up straight, then this string is not really that tight. So you can just unclip this all over again, because it comes with these like little, see? Like little clips. You can unclip this and retie the string onto the clip, so you don't really ever have to worry about messing up with the stem. As your plants get older and you start to remove the leaves so you can prevent the blight, then you'll have a problem trying to find somewhere to clip on these clips. That is where you have to take off the clip and redo the string. Now this plant right here is really jacked up, because what happened was I tied the string too damn close to this and it snapped, and it really never recovered from this. Not to mention it had the blight too, so this one did not do good. Also, another thing I've noticed, being that I have so many tomatoes on this one 23-foot, you know, row, I have at least like 70 tomatoes on here, 68 to 70 tomatoes. Now, it can get packed up in here. It can get really tight to get it through here at all, just to at least maintain the blight. So just keep that in mind. Maybe you would not want 4 rows of tomatoes. You know, that would probably be ideal, but you know what? I go big or go home, and that's what happened to me. Now, I do have all good and faithful tomato cages, but these are not the flimsy tomato cages that are only like, what, 2-3 feet tall. That is not going to do it. These look like they were made out of cattle panel, because this is about, what, 6 inches by, like a 6 by 6 inch square right here. These are tough, these are durable, and these can totally withstand indeterminate tomatoes right now. As you can see here, looking beautiful, babies. Along with this, I have the trellis option, but also you can another option is also some tree branches. Yes, I know. Oh my gosh, it's a tree branch. It can snap. Of course it is, but did it cost you anything? No, it didn't. Now you gotta have the thick stem, the thick branches, okay? Not these little flimsy ones. You can have them as a part of the main tree branch stem. Now this can hold on to a tomato plant. I actually have some beans that are gonna be crawling up here, but you can also use it for tomatoes. This tomato plant that I have right here is growing wild with a bunch of vines. I'm gonna let it climb up onto this tree branch right here. Overall, I like it. Look how many tomatoes I have. That's gonna be awesome, because I'm gonna be canning, I'm gonna be drying, dehydrating. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with tomatoes, and it's a great prepper food, especially for the winter time. If you did enjoy this video and you wanna show me and my chickens apparently some love, then don't forget to smash that like button. I really appreciate it. Also, if you haven't already, then consider subscribing. I drop a video every week and then some in between. Don't forget about the notification bell, because without the bell, you won't know I'm dropping a video. Last but not least, you can catch me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm on there all the time. You can drop me a message. I post funny memes, DIY, and a little bit of venting, because everyone has to vent. Would this be like a notification? But either way, I'm in the process of building my website, and as well as building a Patreon. So if you are interested in my website or a future Patreon, then stick around and let's see what we can learn together. So until the next video, you guys, you and me both are going to be growing our happiness one plant at a time, one day at a time. I'll check y'all later in the next episode. Peace and love. Yo, why are you so loud? Why? Huh? Why do you gotta ruin and interrupt my freaking filming? Dude, loud asses. All of you. You're all loud. Ren, Stimpy, Sexy, Berry. Come on, man. Why y'all so loud? But you know what? You're not loud when I'm in here, huh? Huh? How does that work?